Hi everyone, I'm doing an introduction video, sorry scooch down a bit, for my YouTube channel. Just a little bit about me, apart from the fact that I look absolutely dreadful, but there we go, hey ho. Yeah, I am from England. I was born and raised in Leeds and I stayed there till I was about 17. Well, first of all, my name is Stephanie. Stephanie White. And yeah, I was born and raised in Moortown with both my parents together until I was about 11. My parents inevitably, in this day and age, separated, and we moved into this other house, still in Moortown, but it was really old, really sort of gross inside, so we had to completely redecorate. Growing up, my father was a very strict Catholic, so we were all baptised and had confirmation. Not confirmation, what is it? When you walk down the aisle in a wedding dress, which I think is bizarre, so I'm just moving down. What is it? Confirmation? It's not confirmation. Well, anyway, we did all of that, but we really weren't into going to church or anything like that. We were just so bored. My father would have to bribe us with the sweet shop just to get us to go. Yeah, so we were raised Catholics, but as my parents separated, my mum isn't religious. So sort of during my teens, that went further and further away from me, to the point where I wasn't religious at all. I'm not an atheist. I do believe in an afterlife, and I do believe that there is a certain place where people go if they have been naughty, and a place to go, or a time, or a blob of something, I don't know, if you've been relatively nice. But anyway, getting back to the house that we moved into, because it was so old, it was a bit creepy anyway. But my mum started to openly talk about the paranormal. Now, being raised as Catholics, we had no Scooby-Doo about anything like that. We weren't allowed to watch horror movies or anything of violence at all. Anything scary was just a no-go. So, you know, this was completely brand new to us when she would talk about spirits and things like that, particularly my brother. My mum had a baby boy called Dominic. I think she sort of had a miscarriage of something, but had named him Dominic. And she would freely talk about Dominic running around and playing with us in the house. And of course we were always covered in shite because we were just not used to it and absolutely bewildered and perplexed and just like it was all new and we didn't know how to react really. But this went on throughout all our teens. I've got two sisters, one older, one younger. And so we began to get aware of, be aware of the afterlife, spirits and ghosts and scary things like that. And my mum would watch horror movies, and we were more, you know, open to it, although we didn't want to be, because it absolutely petrified us. So anyway, as we got a bit older, sort of 14, 15, something like that, started having experiences ourselves, hearing noises and, you know, sort of things being a bit mysterious in the house. And this one particular night, me and my younger sister were super close growing up, still are. And so we shared a bedroom, and I had a big double bed underneath her platform bed, and it must have been a school night or something like that, and we were being a bit naughty, and we were jumping up and down on my bed, and then we saw Mum running up the stairs, and we thought, oh crap, we've been sprung. So we, both of us at the same time, jumped under the covers and pretended to be asleep. And we were sort of trying to contain our giggles, waiting, you know, anticipating Mum coming in the room. And we were just like, sort of like this. And sort of like a couple of seconds had gone by after we'd seen her run up the stairs, and we thought, what's she doing? Where has she gone to the bathroom first, or you know, where is she? So more time went, and she hadn't come in our room. So at this point we were like, what's going on? So I said to Charlie, my younger sister, I said, I'm just gonna have a look. So I got out of the covers and I sort of peeked into the hallway, and I couldn't see her. And it's a very small house. The hallway is only, you know, this big, you know, really small area. So she couldn't have gone anywhere anytime soon. So I went downstairs to find out what the deuce, and she was sat watching TV. She'd never been upstairs. And both me and Charlie thought that she'd ran up the stairs. So what we'd heard and what we'd seen wasn't my mum. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that. So we were kind of, well, we kind of just brushed it aside because we were just such huge scaredy cats, that we just put it down to our imagination. But the thing is, we both saw it. We both reacted to somebody running up the stairs to basically tell us off, or tell us to shut the hell up. But there was nobody there. She'd never been upstairs. Because I said, Mum, have you just come upstairs? She was like, no. So we had that experience, and we had that together. We had another experience together where my mum's friend, who was into tarot cards and things like that, had come round to the house. This was some years later. And we were in our room, and me and Charlie, I can't remember why, but the mattress was on the floor at this point. Might have just been moving around or something. And both of us were just laid on the mattress. And my mum was just talking with her friend in the corner, looking out the window. And all of a sudden, just in the doorway, we kept seeing this just, it was kind of black, but not too black, more like just a faint shadow of this kind of reaction, just poking through the doorway, so in the hallway outside. Now, I saw it a couple of times out of the corner of my eye. I was just looking at my mum and her friend talking, but I kept seeing this thing and just sort of looking away, and it would do it from this side and this side. And so I kind of like let it go on for a little bit and just ignored it. But then I looked at Charlie and she was like, okay, do you see? And I was like, do you see what I see? And she was like, do you see what I see? And I was like, yeah. And it was just this thing just going like this all the time. So it was really, really bizarre. But the point is, we were never into it. We never wanted to be into it, never wanted to experience anything, see anything. We were absolutely petrified. We just put it to the back of our minds and just pretended that it was our imaginations, and let it be like that until we moved out. You know, just we just couldn't face it. We just put it to the back of our minds and forgot about it. We still continued to not watch any horror movies or anything like that. It was all Disney, all cartoons, all the 80s movies, all the nice, you know, happy kid family films, nothing bad. So anyway, I'll continue, but I'm just going to wrap this video up.